Hey everybody, Dave here. It's a goddamn hot ass day and I'm stepping down into the pool. I wear my shirt so I don't get skin cancer. So, I know everybody's freaking out about the 0.9%. We're in a recession. Oh my God. Go buy gold. Do it right now. I'm going to put this video and I'm going to have like a picture of me going, oh! And it's going to say big letters, the end of the world, recession, ah! Who gives a crap? But the thing that I really want to talk about in this video today is this article that came out on the Federalist. And when I seen it, I just had to laugh because this is what makes me despise America. You know, if you get offended because I say I hate America, if you go to my Zoe Zizzle's page, right up at the top, there's a link that says donate, and it goes straight to my PayPal account. So do me a favor, donate to me, and once I get enough money, I swear to God, I will take my family, I will sell my house, and I will get the freak out of America and never come back. But until that happens, I have to live here. So, let's talk about this article. The article stated, Democrats are getting dangerously, they use the term dangerously close to passing laws so that the president has to be elected by the popular vote. Oh my God. They're trying to get rid of the Electoral College. Do you see how effed up this is? Conservatives, Republicans, you're not patriots, you're scumbag idiots. Because you're so afraid to elect the president by popular vote. You want to know why? Because I'll tell you why. Donald Trump would have never won. Because Hillary clobbered his butt when it came to the popular vote. George H.W., let's go fight in Iraq and Afghanistan, would have never won. Because he lost the popular vote to Al Gore. He lost the popular vote to John Kerry. But he won the electoral. And so I thought I would read this asinine article. And it said, if we get rid of the Electoral College, then areas with less population won't be represented as much. Okay, idiotic conservative Republican douchebags. Do you understand? There are more people in New York. There are more people in Chicago. There are more people in Los Angeles than there are in Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, Utah combined. Do you think it's fair that, say for example, Los Angeles, who has 26 million people, those voters, their votes are just thrown away because of Wyoming, who has a population in the whole state of what, 5 million? Or in South Dakota, who has a population of what, 8 million? The Electoral College is broken. If you go back and look at history, the reason why the Electoral College was ever began is because back in the old days, we didn't have airplanes, trains, cars, roads, anything. So it was very, very, very difficult for people to vote. So they would vote in their little towns, and then they would throw it on the stagecoach, and the stagecoach would ride it into the bigger towns. And that's how people voted. But see, this is 2022. We have things called the internet. We have the post office. We have things like planes and cars. So you don't have to go to a specific place and cross raging rivers because there's no bridges, and, you know, run from Native Americans and all this different stuff. Because this is the modern times. We need to get rid of the Electoral College. And what's funny about it is these patriot patriot Republicans. And I always love to use the word patriot because there's a favorite quote that I love to quote from Henry David Thoreau that says, patriotism is the virtue of the vicious. And it should be the virtue of the stupid as well. Because you're not a patriot when you're afraid of the popular vote. Because you know what the popular vote is? The popular vote is the actual will of the people. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? You Constitution carrying idiots. That the popular vote is actually the will of the people. If I want to vote for Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton, but I live in a state like Texas, screw Texas, why is it that because the Electoral College in my state votes for Trump or some idiot like Bush, my vote is just thrown away? No, you need to add up all the votes and say, okay, Trump got 27 billion votes and Hillary got 32 billion votes in Texas. I know that's an outrageous number, but I'm just doing it for fun. So every vote is just then, okay, 32 billion votes from Texas. We throw that in the Hillary pile. 27 billion votes in Texas for Trump. We throw that in the pile. And then at the very end, we add up all the votes, and whoever got the most votes from each person wins the presidency. Instead of the stupid Electoral College with these super delegates and all this bullshit, and the Republicans trying to figure out ways so we can throw away votes and all this crap. It should be done by popular vote and popular vote on. And if you're really a person who loves America, and I know you're not, but if you really are, then you should say, yes, our candidate is strong. And if our candidate cannot win the popular vote, then they don't deserve to be president. Because the popular vote is an actual representation of the people. And this is what Republicans and conservatives are scared of. They use the term, the Democrats are getting dangerously close to getting rid of the Electoral College. Because they're so afraid. Because they know that if the Electoral College ever goes away, there will never again be a Republican president. And if there is a Jesus up in those fucking queer-ass skies up there, please destroy the Electoral College. And the Lord said, Amen.